The Youngstown State University Honors College is pleased to present Storytime from Folk Hall, the home of the Honors College, and from the homes of our alumni near and far. We hope the sharing of stories from members of the honors community brightens your day.
Hello everyone, my name is Julie Centofanti and I am a freshman STEM student in the Honors College. I am a member of the Honors Trustees and a student in the Choose Ohio First STEM program. I also founded the Honors College Transcribing Club. Today I am going to share some of my favorite stories with you, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. So the first story we're going to read is one of my favorites, Barnyard Dance. Alrighty. Stomp your feet, clap your hands. Everybody ready for a barnyard dance. Bow to the horse, bow to the cow, twirl with the pig if you know how. Bounce with the bunny, strut with the duck, spin with the chickens now, cluck, cluck, cluck. With a baa and a moo and a cockle-doodle-doo, everybody promenade 2 by 2. Prance with the horses, skitter with the mice, swing with your partner once or twice. Stand with the donkey, slide with the sheep, scramble with the little chicks. Cheep, cheep, cheep. With a neigh and a moo and a cockle-doodle-doo, another little promenade 2 by 2. Trot with the turkey, leap with the frog, take another spin with the barnyard dog. Turn with the cow in a patch of clover, all take a bow, and the dance is over. With an oink and a moo and a quack, 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 the dance is done, but we'll be back. Alright everyone, that was Barnyard Dance. I hope you enjoyed it. The next one we're going to read is another one of my favorites, 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. It was bedtime, so 5 little monkeys took a bath. 5 little monkeys put on their pajamas. 5 little monkeys brushed their teeth. 5 little monkeys said goodnight to their mama. Then 5 little monkeys jumped on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 4 little monkeys jumped on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 3 little monkeys jumped on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 2 little monkeys jumped on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 1 little monkey jumped on the bed. She fell off and bumped her head. The mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 5 little monkeys fell fast asleep. "Thank goodness," said the mama. "Now I can go to bed." Alright everyone, that was 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. Alright, this next one here was my favorite one when I was little. It was called Sleepy Dog. I used to read this all the time before I went to sleep, so now I want to share it with you. Sleepy Dog. Chapter 1, Sleepy Dog. Time for bed, sleepyhead. Sleepy, sleepy, up to bed. Head on pillow, nose under covers, cat on bed. Kiss me good, kiss me goodnight. Got such a cute little mama dog and a cute little baby dog here. Turn on the moon, turn off the light. Sleepy, sleepy, sweet dreams tonight. Chapter 2, Dreaming. I dream I am eating. I dream I am jumping. I dream I am running. Someone is chasing me. Help! Now I am awake. I need a drink of water. Sleepy, sleepy, back to bed. Chapter 3, The Clock. Tick, 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 tick. The clock says, tick, 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 tick. The clock shouts, ring, ring, ring! Wake up! Turn off the moon. Turn off the clock. Turn on the sun. Turn on the light. Good morning, cat. Time to play. Good morning, little dog. Alright everyone, that was Sleepy Dog, my favorite story. Alright, now we're going to go to an older book. It's called The Two Little Fire Engine. Now, this book is really old. It was actually my dad's. See? That's my dad's name there. And this is called The Two Little Fire Engine. Once there was a little red fire engine who lived in a toy shop. "I'd like to go to a real fire just once," said the little red fire engine to the other toys. "Pooh!" said the stuffed striped element. "You are only a little toy engine. You wouldn't be any help at all at a big fire." Go back here. The little fire engine said, "Oh yes, I would. There would be plenty of things for a little engine to do." All the other toys began to laugh at him. The Calico Clown and the Jack-in-the-Box laughed loudest of all. "You've never even seen a fire," said the Calico Clown. "How would you know what to do? You're too little. You would only be in the way." The little fire engine rubbed off to a corner by himself. He thought, "Maybe if I would be in the way, but maybe I would be very good at fighting fires. I'll never know until I try. I'll have to go to a fire and see." So the little engine decided to go to the next big fire. That very afternoon he heard the fire siren blow. Out of the open toy shop door he dashed and stood at the curb panting. The big red fire engines went tearing by, their sirens screeching and their bells clanging. "Whew!" said the little fire engine. "I didn't know real fire engines were so big." He did his best to keep up, but the big engines went way too fast. They got to the fire first. When he got there, the big engines were already at work. Their long hoses were twisting and winding all around. The little engine could hardly get through. He puffed and panted first over one hose and then another. At last he closed the fire, and he looked around for a job that he could do. "I'll shoot water," he thought, but his little hose was so short that the stream of water didn't even reach the flames. "I wish someone could tell me what to do," he said to himself. The engines had plenty of work, but there wasn't anything a little fire engine could do. The big fire engines didn't even notice that the little fire engine was there. He just pushed them to one side, out of the way. They had to be very careful that he wasn't run over and smashed. "I don't belong here, I guess," he thought sadly. "I'm too little for such a big fire." But just as he started home, he saw a spark fly from the burning building. It landed right beside him. "Here," said the little engine. "This will never do." He turned his hose on the little fire. His hose was just the right size. In an instant the fire was out. Then the little engine had a good idea. "I'll be spark watcher," he decided. "I can put out little fires before they get to be big fires." So he raced around looking for flying sparks. Whenever he saw one, he hurried to put it out. Finally, one of the big fire engines saw the little fire engine scooting around so busily. "It looks as if we have a new helper," said the big fire engine. "Good work, little fellow." The big engines were busy putting out the big fire, and they were glad to have the little fire engine putting out the little fires. Finally, the whole fire was put out. All the tired engines began rolling up their hoses. The little engine was starting home, and one of the big engines called to him, "Why don't you come along to the firehouse with us, little engine? We can use you." The little engine was delighted. "I'd like that very much. First, I must go home and tell the other toys so they won't worry about me." As he came to the door of the toy shop, he thought he smelled smoke. He sniffed again, and he saw a flicker of flames in the wastebasket. "Fire!" he shouted, and he clanged his bell as loudly as he could. The other toys came running. "Where? Where?" they cried. "Oh, save us! Help! Help!" They all ran around, but nobody knew what to do and were too frightened to think. Only the little fire engine was calm. He had been to a fire, and he knew just what to do. He backed as close as he could to the burning wastebasket. He unwound his hose and set a stream of water splashing on the flames. In an instant, the fire was out. "Thank goodness you came in time," the toys said. They all crowded around him and thanked him. They wiped the smoke and water. They rubbed and polished him until he was bright and shiny once more. "I don't know what we would have done without you," said the stuffed striped elephant. "We are all so proud of you." The little fire engine was very happy. He said to himself, "I guess I won't leave after all. Big fires are for the big fire engines, but little fires are for little fire engines. I'm just the right size to take care of a little fire. Who knows what might happen here if I don't go away?" if I should go away. So the happy little fire engine settled down for a long nap, for he had a very, very, very busy day. That was the little fire engine. The two little fire engines. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that one. So the next one we're going to read is a Tiggerific Band. This was given to me by my aunt on December 29th, 2004, a long time ago. It was a gray day in the 100-acre wood, but Pooh and his friends didn't mind. There were plenty of things they could do indoors. The problem was they couldn't think of any. Perhaps a little smackerel of something would help, offered Pooh, and with that, Pooh began searching through the cupboards for a nice, full jar of honey. I'll help you look, volunteered Roo. He stuck his head inside a small cabinet and began to rummage around. Hooray! Cried Roo suddenly. Pooh looked hopeful. Honey? He asked. Something better, answered Roo. He held up 2 pot lids, then hit them together. Clangety-clang! Squealed Roo. Cymbals are fun to bang. He grinned and added, but Mama says they're only for fun if I bang them outside. Say, cried Tigger, how about we make a band? But where will we get all the instruments? Wondered Piglet. We can make them out of all sorts of things, Christopher Robin explained, just like Roo made cymbals out of pot lids. Listen, he said. Christopher Robin picked up an empty honey jar and spoon. Rat-a-tat-tat, he sang. I made a drum. Imagine that. He circled the room, marching to the beat. In the meantime, Pooh had finally found a full jar of honey. After taking a quick taste, he announced, I think I shall play a honey pot too. But instead of hitting the pot with a spoon, Pooh began to shake it instead. Look, a maraca, Pooh shouted, but the honey didn't shake. It sloshed all over Pooh. Silly old bear, said Christopher Robin gently. Perhaps you should try an instrument that's a little less messy. Piglet was having better luck. He had found a very small jug just right for a very small animal. When he blew across the opening at the top, it made a pleasing whistling sound. Toot, toot, toot! My jug sounds just like a flute, Piglet shouted. The music was cheerful, just like Piglet. He danced around Pooh, trying to get him to skip along. What bad luck, said Pooh. I think I'm stuck. Tigger thought he might like to play the jug too. He picked up one and blew into it. Nothing happened. Tigger tried again, his cheeks big as balloons. Still the water jug was silent. Tiggers do not like instruments that make them huff and puff, he declared. How about these? Asked Roo, holding out his cymbals. Tigger crashed the lids together. The loud and clanging went into Tigger's ears and echoed all around inside his head. And Tigger certainly do not like instruments that give him a headache, he complained. I love Tigger. In the meantime, Pooh had found a wonderful instrument to play. He rattled a jar of buttons. Shake, shake, shake. That's the sound maracas make, he chanted. Goody, said Roo. Our band is almost ready. Tigger hung his head. But there's nothing for me to play, he said sadly. We'll help you, Tigger, said Christopher Robin. What kind of instrument do you have in mind? Tigger thought for a moment. One that's Tiggerish, he declared. The friends looked from the top of Pooh's house to the bottom. Surely there was something Tigger could play. Roo found 2 sticks for Tigger to bang together. Too clicky-clacky, Tigger complained. Piglet gave him a fireplace fan to squeeze. Too squeezy-wheezy, declared Tigger. Finally, Pooh gave Tigger his doorbell. Too ding-a-lingy, said Tigger. He flopped in a chair. Maybe there's no such thing as a Tiggerish instrument, he said with a sigh. Suddenly, Christopher Robin smiled. "Maybe there is something for you, but it just hasn't been invented yet," he said. "Wait right here." Soon Christopher Robin pulled his wagon up to Pooh's house. His friends came out to see an old collection of junk in the wagon. There were old toys and broken bits and pieces of this and that. "The only way to make an instrument fit for a Tigger is for a Tigger to make it himself," Christopher Robin explained. Tigger was filled with excitement. "Well, what am I waiting for?" he shouted. "I've got work to do." Tigger immediately set to work. He grabbed a horn and a slung and a washboard on his back. Some of his instruments were too heavy to lift, and some made him twist like a pretzel when he played. He looked at the pile of odds and ends in the wagon, trying to decide what to do next. Roo wanted to make Tigger feel better. "It's okay," he said. "We don't have to make a band. We could just play games instead." Roo picked up a slingshot and an acorn to the nearest tree. "Boing!" went the slingshot. "That's it!" Tigger cried. In a few minutes, Tigger had built himself a brand new instrument. When he plucked the slingshot slings, a smile spread across his face. "Boing! Boing! Whee!" exclaimed Tigger, bouncing with glee. "This music sounds just like me." At long last, the band was ready to play. Each band member took lead a song. Roo started off with a nice loud one. Christopher Robin played a rousing tune that made perfect for marching. Piglet's song had everyone skipping about, and Pooh's shaker got his pals wiggling and giggling. When it was Tigger's turn to lead, he even sang a little tune. "Round and do-si-do, music makes me tap my toe. Grab a partner, feel the beat, music gives me happy feet." Everyone danced and had a wonderful time, but no one had a better time than Tigger, who finally felt the music inside and out. And that is the end of A Tiggerific Band. And if you don't mind, I have one more story that I think you might like. This is called Snappy Little Farmyard. I'll have to position myself a little differently here. We have a pop-up here. The sun pops up on noisy farm. Rooster pops up too. He wakes up in all the animals with a cockle-doodle-doo. Everyone's awake now, and there's so much to do. First, the cow needs milking. Moo, moo, moo. The horse is very hungry. Is breakfast on the way? Come on, he calls to the farmer. Neigh, neigh, neigh. The sheep are in the meadow, skipping so la-di-ta. They greet in the morning sun with ba, ba, ba. Piggy needs a cleaning. She's such a sloppy sort. She likes to roll in the mud all day. Snort, snort, snort. It's time for lunch on Noisy Farm. The ducks all want a snack. They look around for food at the pond. Quack, quack, quack. Goat is so very hungry that he's found some clothes to eat, but he wants more than socks and towels. Bleat, bleat, bleat. Cat is very sleepy. It's past her nap time now. She's much too tired to chase the mice. Meow, meow, meow. Dog wants a bone for dinner before it gets too dark. He waits beside the farmhouse door. Bark, bark, bark. Noisy Farm is quiet now. The moon is shining bright. The farmer whispers round the farm, good night, good night, good night. And with that is the end of Snappy Little Farmyard. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Storytime. I hope you come next time. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my stories. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Grace Strodbeck. I'm a freshman integrated language arts education major with the Honors College, and today we're going to be reading The Lorax.
Thank you for watching Storytime, a new program designed to help with literacy and learning, brought to you by the Honors College at the Youngstown State University. The YSU Honors College provides highly motivated students with opportunities to deepen their learning and develop to their full intellectual and cultural potential. Students also contribute to the community by service projects such as Storytime. The college is committed to creating an environment welcoming to and supportive of students from diverse backgrounds. Storytime airs Mondays at 6 p.m. See you next time.